Good morning children. So today we are with the part second video of our previous lesson, that is habitat and adaptation. So the concluding portion of our chapter is migration now. That is another terminology which you are going to learn. Now what is migration? Okay. Migration, some animals move great distance in search of food or when there is extreme climate which they cannot bear, and when they get a favorable place to lay their eggs, they get their food and the water, they are supposed to live there. So this mass movement from one place to another is called migration. Okay. So why do they move, children, from one place to another? It is because they cannot bear the harsh weather. So the mass movement by animals, fish, birds, etc. to favorable conditions. The mass movement by animals like fish, birds, etc. to favorable conditions are called migratory movement. Okay. So why do they move? They move because to get food, to lay eggs, and to be away from unfavorable conditions. Understood? Unfavorable conditions. So some animals move great distance to escape harsh seasons and in search of favorable places with ample food and water sources. So the seasonal mass movement taken by animals to escape extreme climatic conditions and in search of food is known as migration. Migration is seen in birds, animals, fish and insects. Now what are the examples, children? First one is the Arctic tern. Arctic tern. It is a bird, children. It flies from, it is a migratory bird. They migrate from the Arctic to the Antarctic region and back again, covering 18,000 kilometers each way, children. Okay. Then the Siberian crane, it migrates downwards from the Arctic area to India during winters. Until recently, a large number of migrating Siberian cranes visited Kyaldalo National Park in Rajasthan. Similarly, we also have two other animals like wild bees . Wild bees, and it is in response to rainfall and grass availability, and the other one is salmon and sea turtle. Salmon and sea turtle. They also move from one place to another to lay their eggs. Okay. So this was our lesson of habitat and adaptation. So shall we have a recap of the lesson once again, children? Hope you must have read it and understood. Still, if you have any doubt, we will be discussing in our Microsoft. So once again, I have a recap of the lesson quickly, children. So we started with the habitat. Okay. Now habitat was of 5 types, children. Okay, the first one was forest, Then we had desert. Then we had mountains or polar regions. Then we had oceans, and the last was fresh water. Okay, so we saw what is an habitat. An habitat is a place where an animal lives naturally. Okay, so they get their food, air, water. All this I had explained to you, and it is divided into 5. The 5 are forest, desert, mountains and polar regions, oceans and fresh water. Then I told you in forest we have got so many animals which lives on trees, which lives on burrows, which live in caves, and butterflies, insects, they live on the floor of the forest. Then the desert, it is a dry area with less rain and it is cold during the night and hot during the day. Then mountains and polar regions, it is snowy throughout the year, strong chilly winds blow throughout the whole year. Polar bears and yak are the animals. Then oceans, they are a large salt water bodies, children. Here we have got whales, crabs, jellyfish, octopus and all. Then the last was fresh water. It includes rivers, then ponds, lakes and all. Here also we have got fishes. Then besides that we have got hippopotamus and alligator. Okay, that was what of habitat. Then the next was adaptation. Adaptation. Now adaptation, I had explained that adaptation are the salient features with which an animal is able to survive in that particular habitat. Okay, like fish lives in water with the help of fins and gills, camels live in desert with the help of hooved legs, long eyelashes and all. Then you have got frogs with moist skin as well as lung. So these are the salient features with which it helps the animals to live in that particular habitat. And that salient features are known as adaptation. And adaptation can be for movement, breathing habits, body coverings and eating habits, children. Okay. So that also we saw. Then on page number 204, children, we have got adaptation for movement. Now how movement takes place, children? Movements are, these are the organs which are used for movement. So we had seen legs, then webbed feet, wings, fins and scales. Okay. So legs are used by horses, dogs and all, webbed feet, frog, wings, birds have got modified forelimbs converted into wings. Then fins, fishes use fins to move, and scales, we have snakes do not have legs, so they move with the help of scales. Okay. The second was adaptation for breathing. So what are the organs we saw, children, in breathing? We had nose and legs, nose and lungs, then gills, skin, then we had spiracles. Okay. Now nose and legs, like animals like human beings and sheep, they live on land and they use these organs for breathing. Gills, fishes use gills for breathing in water. Skin, animals such as frog and earthworms breathe through their moist skin. Frogs have lungs when they breathe on land. Then spiracles, insects such as cockroaches and grasshoppers, they breathe through their tiny holes called spiracles. Then we had body coverings. Adaptations for body coverings. Okay, in this we saw scales, shells, feathers, hair and fur. Hair and fur. Then we saw a terminology called camouflage. then thick skin. Okay, so these are the organs used for body coverings. Scales, like we have in the case of fish, snakes, crocodiles, they have got scales to prevent loss of water and so also provide protection from harsh climate. Then we have got shells, tortoise, snail, turtles, they have got soft and delicate bodies. So these shells help them to protect them. Then feathers, birds have feathers which help them to fly and keep them warm. Then hair and fur, sheep and bears have hair and fur to make their body warm, children. And camouflage, it is the phenomenon with which an animal can change their color to merge with the surroundings. Okay. Then thick skin, many desert animals such as camels have thick skin to avoid loss of water. Now the last is eating habits. In the eating habits, we saw 3 classes of animals based on their eating habits. That was herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. Okay. Now herbivorous are animals that eat plants, carnivorous they are animals that eat flesh, and omnivorous are the animals which eat both, and they have got different types of jaws and teeth with which make their food to be swallowed. Like herbivorous, they have got cow, goat, they have tough pad of gum instead of teeth in the upper jaw. They have got sharp front teeth in the lower jaw to cut the grass, and they have got large flat black back teeth to grind their food. Okay. Rodents like rats and squirrels, they have got teeth to gnaw the food. Then carnivorous, they are flesh eating animals like lions, wolves and lizards. They have got sharp pointed canine teeth to tear the food and strong teeth at the back to crush the flesh. Then the last, omnivores, they are animals which include bears and human beings which eat both plants as well as flesh, children. So crows have strong beaks to eat a variety of food. So these were the adaptation for movement, breathing, body covering and eating habits. So I hope you understood this lesson, children. And the last one was migration, which I explained just now. So migration is a process in which animals move from one place to another to avoid harsh and extreme climatic conditions. So they go to the other place, lay their eggs, they get plenty of food and they are able to survive, and when everything becomes normal, they come back to their normal place. So this is called migration. So this was our lesson, children. I hope you understood. Again, read the lesson thoroughly and mark it. If there is any doubt, we shall discuss again in the next class. Okay. Now we come down to the exercises. Take out your pencil, children. I hope I had already marked for you. Page number 202. We can find earthworms in these places. Answer is B. Okay. Once again I repeat. Page number 202. Answer is B. Then page number 203. First one, answer is C, yak, and the second one is C, A and B. A and B. Okay. Then true or false, children, page number 204. Write true or false. First one, forest is a small area of dense growth of plants. It is false. Second one, birds and monkeys mostly live on the forest floor. That is false again, children. And third one, seals, octopuses and jellyfish are found in saltwater habitats. True. Please mark it, children, with your pencil. Then we come down to the main exercise, children. Page number 208. Okay, fill in the blanks with the correct words. First, scales help snakes to crawl. Second one, a dash can change its color to match its surroundings. Chameleon. Third one, cows and goats have flat back teeth. Then fourth one, dash cover one of the longest non-migratory distance, that is Arctic terns. These are the fill in the blanks. Okay. Then we have page number 209. Match the column. First one, A, scales, fish, B, shells, tortoise, 3, feathers, bird, D, hair and fur, sheep, and the fifth one, camouflage, chameleon. I hope it's clear, children. Okay. Now the third one, we have choose the correct answer. That is the third one, children. Choose the correct answer. Okay. Now a place where a particular, sorry children, it's true or false. Oh. Okay, true or false? A, frogs use wings to swim, false. B, the forelimbs of birds are modified into wings, true. C, bees moves with the help of their wings, true. D, earthworms breathe through spiracles, false. And E, grasshoppers breathe through their moist skin, false. Okay. Now we have choose the correct answer, children. A place where a particular animal lives, habitat. B, habitat of monkeys and lions, forest. C, a freshwater animal, alligator. D, an adaptation in frogs, webbed feet. And E, do not have scales, sheep. Okay. So, this was our textual exercise. I hope you understood. Write down correctly, and now we will be writing the question answers in your notebook, children. I hope you must have written the first lesson, completed everything, diagrams, question answers and all. Now move to the new page, write down the date, heading and the questions. So, we will be giving you the question answers in the WhatsApp, children. Again read the lesson, be thorough with the next class. Have a nice day, children. Thank you.